credit card companies declaring war on Americans? So in today's episode, I'm going to cover 4 growing news stories that you need to pay attention to. 1. What's going on with late fees being reduced all the way down to $8? 2. Are credit card companies going to continue to raise interest rates on consumers? 3. Walmart wants to charge you to shop? And finally, 4. A favorite credit card for building credit is sold to another company. Just in case you've been living under a rock, the Biden administration has been really trying to stay face since they've been really ultimately failing with the economy, and they have been trying to look for different ways to help consumers.
A federal judge in Texas has blocked a plan to try and limit credit card late fees. The cap was supposed to go in effect next week.
One of the biggest things that they did was they went after credit card companies directly, not allowing them to charge the full $30 or $35 late fee that they're normally charging everyday consumers that are late on their credit card payment, and they were going to reduce it all the way down to $8 per late fee.
Rule to cap late fees for credit card payments at $8 is now temporarily on hold. A federal judge in Texas granted an injunction at the request of business and banking organizations.
But of course, the credit card companies did not take this line down, because if this went into effect, it was going to cause the credit card industry to lose billions of dollars in revenue.
Late fees on bills generate an estimated $10 billion annually for credit card companies. The average penalty is a whopping $32 a month.
Now, to me, this wasn't a regular injunction. I found it very interesting that the judge from Texas actually used something against the CFPB that is becoming way too common, and it's a way that people are fighting back against the CFPB, because people are saying that the CFPB has too much overreach and they're not truly protecting consumers as they should, and they're going after, i.e., these credit card companies. But what he cited, so Judge Pittman cited a 2022 decision by the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Fifth Circuit that found that funding for the Consumer Finance Protection Bureau, the federal agency set to enforce the credit card rule, is unconstitutional. Basically stating the money you're getting to fund this program is illegal, and you have no authority over us, so why are you even here? What blows my mind is, how did the Biden administration not foresee that this was going to be a huge problem? Like $1 billion industry was just going to go lie down and say, oh, you know what? Yeah, we don't care about those billions of dollars. So if the Biden administration can't lower late fees all the way down to $8, what's the next thing on the list? Because listen, this is going to be stuck in court for a very long time, and that's exactly what these credit card companies want. Nobody wants to talk about the fact that a lot of Americans across the United States are in fact living paycheck to paycheck, and a lot of Americans are hoping that interest rates are in fact going to drop this year. And for some reason, I have a bad feeling that interest rates are not going to go down. They're just going to continue to climb and go higher. Now, if you are a Synchrony bank card holder, that means if you have any type of Synchrony credit card with Synchrony Bank, we may be looking at the first bank that is starting to raise the interest rates on consumers. Now, Synchrony Bank issued TJ Maxx credit card holders were notified that their percentage of their annual rate is going to jump up all the way up to 34.99%. That is outrageous. And if you were a customer that got an actual late payment, your rate was going to go all the way up to 39.99%. The notice also said Synchrony is adding a $1.99 monthly fee if TJ Maxx card customers continue to receive paper statements. Listen, this is another way to tell you that the banking industry is in serious dire trouble, because they're jumping up these interest rates and they're starting to nickel and dime you every chance they get. But a lot of people don't understand that Synchrony Bank is one of the largest subprime lenders in the United States, and they deal with high interest rates all the time. A lot of store credit cards do in fact carry higher interest rates than a traditional bank. Here's something even crazier. The average rate on retail cards is now 29.33% for all retail cards, credit cards offered by the 100 largest retailers according to Bankrate.com. Now here's something else that's even crazier. Back in December, the overall average for all retail cards was 28.93 back in December. That wasn't very long ago. Up from 26.72 in 2022 according to Bankrate.com again. of course. Let me know in the comments if you have received any type of notice from any of these retail credit card holders letting you know that your interest rate is going up, because we all need to make sure that everyone knows what is going on with these specific retail cards, because a lot of people hold them. I have a decent amount of retail credit cards, I'm not gonna lie, and Synchrony Bank is actually one of them, but I have not received a notice from them letting me know that they are actually going to increase that interest rate on me. And I'll be honest with you, I think that Synchrony Bank is doing this because they were trying to prepare for the whole reduction of this late fee, and they were gonna lose billions of dollars. What other choice do they have? Just like a lot of other people in the comments said in the last video that I talked about this, that what's gonna happen? Banks are going to increase their fees in other ways and shapes and form because they can't lose those billions of dollars. So the question is, what other banks are going to do this? Because, I mean, let's be honest, 39.99% is crazy outrageous. I haven't seen anything like that in my entire lifetime, and I didn't even think it was possible, but here we are. In other credit card news, the retail giant Walmart has backed a startup fintech that launches buy now, pay later options. So this company is called One. It's going to be helping customers to buy now and pay later according to One's website. Now, they're going to be able to purchase between $100 and $3,000, all on a buy now, pay later system. And the annual percentage rate is going to be between 9.99 and 35.99, which is crazy. Now, you've probably seen that they've been offering a firm at Walmart's, but now Walmart is trying to pull away, as I said earlier, and doing their own thing. I mean, is Walmart going to try to turn into their own bank? Now, let's take a look at this recent story.
You might have to start paying at Walmart self-checkout lines. Let me explain. Walmart has been experimenting with self-checkout lines only for paying subscribers. Social media users have been reporting seeing self-checkout lines closed.
That's crazy.
And saying they're reserved for Spark shoppers and Walmart Plus Scan and Go members only. A Walmart spokesperson has told several media outlets that self-checkout lanes open and close due to demand, and certain times Walmart Plus customers and delivery drivers are prioritized. Also, that local store managers have control over when they open and close self-checkout lanes. In a statement, Walmart said, quote, "During these times of limited access, some stores are designating select self-checkout stations for Walmart Plus customers using our Scan and Go service and Spark drivers for quicker access and delivery services. Walmart Plus Scan and Go allows customers to scan items as they shop and pay for everything at the end at the self-checkout. A Walmart Plus subscription costs $12.95 per month, or about $98 a year. Social media users have also been seeing more and more self-checkout lanes at Target closed. Target has said this is to better control theft. Would you pay to use a self-checkout line at Walmart? Let us know in the comments."
So if you saw that earlier, it said for Spark customers or Walmart Plus customers, if you have a platinum credit card, you actually get the Walmart Plus app for free. They pay for it for you for the entire year's annual subscription, which I actually used it tonight right before this video because I was checking it out, seeing exactly how it worked. I usually only use it for Black Friday or to pick something up inside the store. It's very, very rare if I ordered it, but I noticed that you can actually have your groceries or something delivered to your house the same day. And if you have Walmart Plus, you don't have to pay any extra fees. Now, of course, you should tip. Don't tell me you're not going to tip, because you should be tipping if someone's going to drive something to your house. But you could literally have all your groceries or whatever you're shopping for just delivered to you the same day. It's almost like getting an Amazon package delivery the same day. It's crazy. I'll be honest with you. If I didn't have this extra free perk from the Platinum card, I personally would not pay to actually use the self-checkouts at Walmart. In case you've been living under a rock, there was a credit card that was called the Pedal card. Well, it's actually still active. I actually still have the credit card. Unfortunately, I don't even know where it's at, to be honest with you. But the Pedal card is a very interesting credit building credit card. And it just recently, I think it was maybe 4 months ago, it changed completely. It used to be a no annual fee, and then they touted that they will help you build credit, increase your credit limits, all types of greatness. And it worked for a long time. Usually, I think it was about 2-3 years it was around for, maybe 4. And then all of a sudden, it went to charging you annual fees and charging you a higher interest rate. So the more that you use your card and you didn't actually carry a balance, it would actually charge you less interest fees, which was great. But now, after it just changed and morphed into with annual fees and more fees, now another company stepped up and bought it called Empower Finance. The first thing I thought is, who the hell is Empower Finance? To be honest with you, I've never heard of these people, so I had to do a little bit of research. But Empower Finance is a cash advance company that purchased the pedal card, and they plan on making sure that they integrate the pedal card with their cash advance system all in one app. Now, the Empower app doesn't charge you interest or late fees, which I found very interesting for cash advances, but it does charge you $8 per month to use the actual app and to have access to it. Instead of using your credit history, they're going to use your income and spending habits to determine how much money you can borrow, up to $250, which is interesting, right? Now, the Empower app doesn't charge you interest or late fees, which I found very interesting for cash advances, but it does charge you $8 per month to use the actual app and to have access to it. Instead of using your credit history, they're going to use your income and spending habits to determine how much money you can borrow, up to $250, which is interesting, right? But the big plan with the pedal card and Empower Finance is to offer other financial products and money management tools on its app. So you're going to have the credit product called Thrive, as well as credit monitoring and savings and budgeting tools, all in the same place on the Empower app. So the whole acquisition for Pedal and Empower to actually merge is expected to be finalized by June, which is very soon, but we have no idea when all this is going to be integrated and when it's actually going to release. So I just wanted to bring this to the forefront for anybody out there that actually has the pedal card like myself. Like, I didn't know anything about this. I was just shocked when I actually saw this and found this news information. So I wanted to pass it along to you out there so you can actually know what's going on. I'm going to say it. I really hate it when there's a credit building product and then it gets destroyed, it gets ruined, and then something like this happens. Like, we don't know if it's ever going to be the same. The pedal card used to be awesome. It used to be like the gateway, like right when you were at that sweet spot, you don't have the best credit, but you have decent credit, and they actually give you a decent line of credit to help you keep rebuilding. And it had a lot of great benefits and tools, and now, let's just be honest, it just sucks now. So I hope you enjoyed this video. We covered a lot, including the late fees fiasco and Walmart and the pedal card update. There's a lot of stuff going on in the credit card world that I wanted you to know about first. Now, make sure that you watch the next video because it is about something that's going on with 1099 contracted workers. You may want to watch that video. Now, if you felt that it brought you some value in this video, make sure that you don't forget and subscribe to increase your credit score.